Good afternoon, Professor Jane Lewis. Tonight I'm going to do some things in regards to identifying who I am, my past, and things that are close to me and what has shaped me to become the person I am today. Every night I always had a habit of going in my PJs down to my mom's to have a cup of tea with her. And as soon as I went to my mom's, my mom would say, "Gedu bedelmen dus," means do you want a cup of tea? So as you can see, I have her teapot and I have her place setting, her cup. And right now I'm just going to pour myself a cup of tea to relax myself from her teapot. Good old Bedowie. In my life, we were brought up picking sweetgrass. Mom always said, if you know how to pick sweetgrass, clean sweetgrass, you'll never go broke. So again, my husband and I have picked sweetgrass and we've braided it. This is the hair of Mother Earth. Very connected. Mom always tried to keep us very connected to our culture. Here I have a few pictures that are very dear to me. When I was in corrections, I had to take pictures of justice. And I had hands, the first one being my mother's. You'll notice that there's handcuffs over her hand. And she always wanted justice because she was the lady, the Native activist that fought the government and the Catholic Church, and she won the biggest lawsuit against the Canadian government for the residential school survivors. I took this picture representing our people and our sacrifices. Again, a big part of my life was my mother. She raised us growing up as our father left when I was about 3 years old. This is the last known picture on Christmas of my mother, just approximately days before she was murdered by my son James. And there was a few other involved, but we cannot give names. I have a dream catcher here that was made by her hands. It's very cherished. And I have a symbol, or I have a glass turtle, because I always believe you have to work at your own pace, but you have to be consistent, and you will always achieve your goals if you're consistent with what you want in life. The bingo dabber is very significant to me, as my mom always played bingo. When we didn't have food, or we needed a light bill paid, or oil paid, she would go to bingo. And she would pray to the Creator to let her win just this one time, so that she could pay her bill and feed her children. Up in this corner you will see my grandson Aiden. He'll be 10 in January. Down here you will see my first granddaughter, Ellie. Up to the front here is a very big part of my life, as this is my wedding day to my husband, Natalie Gloade. This was our first dance. And this beautiful lady in the corner here was my sister, Juanita Murray. She just passed away in May, my first sibling to pass over into the spirit world. Down here is a picture of my dad. I lost him just over a year ago to Alzheimer's, and I was basically his caretaker for the last 12 years. He was a welder, and when he left, he was, as when I was a little girl, he was a very active alcoholic who physically abused our mom and emotionally traumatized us children. And then he moved away, and then in his golden years, I guess, when he became sick, he came back home to Nova Scotia. And I couldn't hold that against him. He was still my dad no matter what. Up here you will see a sweetgrass broom. And the sweetgrass broom is what we made as young children, and we would peddle them door to door for $1.50 to $2, and to make money to eat and to pay our bills. And this little picture right here is Colby. He is the first grandson, Colby Hunter James Gloade. He's a very smart little fella. And up on the very top are all of my children except my son James. On the very top you have Richard, you have my only daughter Danielle, my son Frank, and my baby boy Alvin. As we move back here, this picture is very precious to me, as it signifies a time in my life when my son was innocent and my daughter. Sometimes when I talk about my life and what everybody else has endured, it's very painful. I carry my medicine pouch as it signifies things that are peaceful and give me peace and strength to move forward. So in saying that, I didn't just get here on my own. I had a lot of help. And I just want to thank my family and everybody that's played a vital part in helping me become who I am today. Thank you so much.